So typically when you see crochet tapestries, crochet graphs, all that, you're going to see people use single crochet or they use half double crochet, and it's cute, it gets the job done, and that's what most people do. But you know, I'm a little nitpicky. But this type of tapestry, this type of stitch is a different type. I want to say, I'm gonna have to look this up later, but it's called like wide single crochet, and it's just a different stitch that makes everything look so much neater. You can't see the little white parts like when you go back and forth. I say white parts, but like when you change colors, you can see the difference of the rows. It's not like a solid one when you go back and forth. There's always that one side that you see isn't as straight. But when you use this stitch, it's super neat, it's super straight. And the only reason I started doing this, to be honest, was because I left all of my crochet hooks at home. I only had like my 4mm hook, so that's why I'm coming out with this tutorial, because I just making cute little tapestries. I made an Elmo one, but like as you can see on the black, like where the black lines are, you can kind of see the disconnect and where it isn't perfect. But when you use this stitch, when overall look, it's still not, it's just a lot better. Like the lines are a lot straighter, the little squares are a lot better, and it also makes it bigger. Another thing with single crochet, when you just use that, it's like you can't win. When you use single crochet, it's quote unquote neater, but it's so small. Like it's neater than half double crochet. And then half double crochet, it's bigger, but then it just makes it like taller. But with this stitch, perfect middle. Let's get into it.
First, we start off by searching for the graph, the alpha pattern, or square picture that we're going to use to follow. You can see a lot on Pinterest, that's where I get everything, they just have a bunch. But I think if you also search this online, other ones will come up, and I know there's a website that you can actually create your own. I'm going to try to link it in the bio, in the description. So I choose this heart one, and for each white square, we're going to have a white crochet, and then for each red square I did pink. So we're just going to be going back and forth, left to right, reading it, changing the colors for each square. So like I said, this will be an example of the grid, so we're just going to be crocheting white, and then if you have a pink square, you're going to change the color and crochet there. And it's going to be the wide single crochet. I'm going to teach you how to do that. So to start off, my grid, you always want to have your grid visible so that you can see it at all times. And you're going to change the number of columns in that grid. So I can put my photo back up, but it had 15 boxes on the bottom row, on the first row. So that means each row is going to be 15 wide single crochets. So I add in an extra chain just because I do that in between rows sometimes, even though it's not needed at all. And then in the second hook, I'm going to insert my hook as if I was doing a single crochet. And then you'll have 2 loops, and then you want to just pull through the first loop. So then you have 2 loops again. You're going to go back into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then you'll have 3. And then you want to pull through all 3. And you're just going to keep repeating that for the rest of the pattern using that same stitch. So I was approaching a square that is a different color. To change the color, you're not going to pull through the 3 loops like the last step, and you're just going to pull through the 3 loops with a different color. So you kind of have to look beforehand and know beforehand when it's changing color. So I'm just going to do the stitch as normal. And then it's only one of that color, so I'm just going to switch back, leaving the 3, and then just pulling through with a different one. Now just keep crocheting the wide single crochet in each square with the right color, just keeping track going row to row. Sometimes I like to cut off the rows that I already previously did because it's just hard to keep track, but you'll find different ways that work best for you. But you're just going to keep making sure each square lines up to the pattern. And then you have your cute little picture, little tapestry. An additional tip to make it super neat is I add a half double crochet border so that the edges are super straight. So you just go around and insert your hook all around the outside, but on the corners you're going to add 3 half double crochets to create the corners.
Thank you guys so much for watching my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed and that you can make more crochet tapestries. I think it is so cute. Like, not only are we making our clothes, it's just a whole different thing. Like, you're making pictures. And I really just love tapestry work. Like, people do crazy tapestry work. I mean, it is amazing. Like, it's actually crazy. And they weave in the ends, which is something you will never see me doing. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please give me a like and subscribe. You know I always come out with content from this little brain. But bye.